Hey, gang, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Here we go.
Woo!
When you step across the white stripe, the only thing that matters is that 6 inches between your backbone and your breastbone.
To the corner of the end zone. Does he get both feet down?
Woo!
Woo! That's exciting. All right, guys. So hopefully you guys watched last night's episode. We had a little bit of a good time with that. I am today in Tampa Bay at the Buck Stadium. But so we're going to touch base on a couple other newsworthy things before we dip into the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. The big game. Excuse me.
The big, yeah.
Yeah, the big game.
You see here, Brian, you can't talk about the Super Bowl unless you own rights to the Super Bowl, which we don't own any, but except for a Super Bowl. Unless Brett Favre is going to say anything.
Brett Favre's making the fucking news for wrong reasons this week, too.
What, he sending his dick out to someone again?
No, I didn't send his dick out there or something, but he's like saying something about what was it? Defending Carson Wentz, but he like said something about Watson, not wanting to play in Houston. Brett Favre, just be quiet, dude. Just wear your Wranglers and just be quiet, okay? So
where was that? Tommy Copper? That's the other. Johnny Copper, Tommy Copper. What's the other one?
I don't know, but he's not wearing Uggs, so thank God.
That's like Cam Newton. Oh, that's Brady. That's Brady.
That's Brady. As long as
Gay!
I mean, or as eccentric as Cam Newton. Or
I wish we had a picture to pull of Cam Newton with his freaking hats and shit that he wears. He wears more hats than freaking Garth Brooks.
I mean, yeah, but you know what? I got to say this. Screw Garth Brooks. Chris Gaines.
You're cutting right to my soul, man. Garth Brooks, my boy. Just right here.
I know you there, country boy.
All right, so
get your tennis skull out while you're at it.
So, first things first, guy who lends his voice to our intro, Marty Schottenheimer, was moved to hospice this week. So that's sad. All-time Chiefs coach and multiple San Diego Chargers. So he is looking to be probably passing away relatively soon, which is very sad.
I mean, she's got a point.
Devil did go down to Georgia, so there it is.
Devil went down to Georgia. Probably going to take Marty Schottenheimer with him. No. Oh,
don't do that.
And no, that's actually a little shame. He's a legend, iconic coach and everything. So that is a shame.
Yes, he is very iconic. And but all right, next thing. How do you feel about this news, Barfy? With Andrew Luck unretiring, possibly, maybe.
That's bullshit.
You think? I don't know. I have the text messages. This is leaked text messages from his wife.
Can we get better text messages than these? If we're gonna have leaked text messages, let's get some real ones out there.
Well, they're hopefully. Yeah.
Hey, honey, I'm going to go back to work and make millions of dollars throwing a ball around for a half a year, for 6 months. You okay with that?
Well, apparently he misses the game very, very much, and that's what's being stated in these text messages. So he's contacted the Colts owner, Jim Irsay. I think Irsay, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but he's contacted him. That's the first step in the whole thing. So we'll see where it goes. They are in need of a quarterback because Wentz isn't going there. Yeah, everyone keeps saying he is, but he's not going there. I'll tell you that.
Listen. This Chicago. So we talked about this last night, and literally as we started that live stream because we've been drinking last night.
It was a smidge. It wasn't drinking. It was a drinking.
Okay, you were drinking. I was drinking.
Okay, you were drinking.
I was
just relaxing.
I got done talking to you. Next thing I knew, it was 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going, oh fuck, I got to get up.
Oh, you time traveled again? You can't time travel. God
time traveling son of a bitch.
That's just stupid.
And I can't. You know.
Okay. So
Crazy son of a bitch, you did.
But so what happened was they said that they're talking about a possible trade deal to Chicago, which Monahan said before would be a dumb idea
it would
to get
absolutely would.
to get Big Dick Nick and
hold
an
on.
offensive lineman.
Wait. Hit time out because we're going to discuss the Wentz. We're going to touch base on the Wentz a little bit further down the line. We still have to. I just wanted to know how you felt about Andrew Luck possibly coming back to the NFL to quarterback the Colts. That's just stupid. Okay. All right. Moving on.
That's how I feel about it, sir.
Moving on. Why is this not clicking? I'm not able to click it. No, there we go. Okay. Who won the Stafford trade? Honestly, like Matthew Stafford got traded to the Rams for Jared Goff, 2022 and a 2023 first round draft picks, along with this year's third round draft pick, straight up for Matthew Stafford. Who won this?
I think Stafford won on this one. I hate to say it. Out of anybody, Stafford won.
Yeah. Oh, I agree on that.
Chargers and
wise,
Rams didn't win. Rams didn't win, or not Ram. Chargers didn't win.
No, you're right. You're right.
Rams. Don't make listen. Too many fucking LA teams.
There are
the original.
It was the dumbest. That was stupid. Moving two freaking teams.
Just
and it was
stupid.
That was just stupid.
And
so,
but the whole thing is that so Stafford wins out of all this because now he's in a nice warm town and whatever. He's a good quarterback. I like Matt Stafford. I've always had him as my backup QB, except for this season in fantasy. I don't say it. I don't. Detroit. You just signed. Like Goff is done now. Goff is going to be forever stuck in Detroit on a shit team.
But they got for a 33-year-old quarterback, they got a 26-year-old quarterback along with draft capital on top of all that to start a rebuild. Which they're not. I don't think they're too far off. I think they're a coach. They need the proper coach. Jim Caldwell had them almost in the playoffs, and then they unceremoniously fired him.
Right.
They were there, and they're like, we're going to go after this guy and bring this, Patriots guy in, and he's going to finish what you started.
Right.
And what happened? Total nosedive. You got to get the proper coach in there, and we'll see if they can do that. But I think starting over in a rebuild with 26-year-old quarterback, Jared Goff isn't terrible.
No,
he's a middle line starting quarterback. He's a good quarterback, and they also got draft picks to build.
Yeah, but okay, so Detroit won, Stafford won, and Detroit won. San Diego, well, not San Diego, son of a bitch. But that other team, the stupid LA team that
Rams, the
Rams, go back to St. Louis.
They will eventually
go back to St. Louis. There's too much shit in LA as it is. Let other parts of the country shine.
I just don't see what the Rams are doing because they're going to have to blow this team up in like 2 years just for cap purposes.
Right.
Just for cap alone, they're going to have to blow this team up. So they're going total win mode right now. And they see the tidal wave of shit storm that's coming their way in a couple years because they know. They know. So they're like, McVay's like, it's coming. The damn waves freaking 50 foot in the air. I see it's coming. So they're trying to win now. I can understand Stafford comes in. He is a good quarterback, but I don't think the margin of where Goff is and where Stafford is, this bit right here isn't going to put the Rams over the edge. They do have a solid defense, but they're not there yet with their offense. I don't think Stafford is going to be the guy that brings it up here. It's not. It's just Rams.
Yeah,
They sold the farm, and you never want to do that. It's like general managing 101. Never mortgage your future. Don't do it unless you know. Unless you know.
No.
They don't know. They don't know. They got a 33-year-old quarterback now that might retire in 2 or 3 years. He might not make it. Who knows? But they might make the play. They could make the playoffs. But they could make the playoffs with Jared Goff. They have.
They have.
They have.
To the Super Bowl.
God, If you weren't sold on Jared Goff, you wouldn't have signed him to an extension. And now you got dead money there.
Gee, sounds like another dumb team. Looking at you, Howie.
Anyway, moving on now. Why is my laptop not clicking?
You got to give it a second.
There we go. All right.
Oh, now you bring
Eagles. All right, there we go. I just have too much going on in my my background.
Yeah.
Anyway, Wentz, it's very apparent he's being traded now. I hate this. It's bullshit. They're going to trade him. Apparently, over the next couple of days, it's going to come out.
StreamYard, you all right? You all right, StreamYard? Go home. You're drunk. I'm trying to get there.
Okay.
I'm trying to get there with you, though, StreamYard.
So, and then a couple of days it's going to come out. We're going to see what's going to happen. There's rumors of I'm going to Chicago for 2 first-round draft picks and an offensive player.
And Big Dick Nick.
He could be the offensive player, but I think if they're
no, it was Nick Foles and an offensive player.
I heard Tariq Cohen, but if I was going to say, if I'm sitting down being the general manager and I see a guy like Allen Robinson who wants out of Chicago, there you go. Get 2 first-round draft picks. You're definitely trading Wentz at this point. You're saying I'm trading Wentz. This is it. So this is as much as I hate it, but this is what you're going to do. Right. You're going to say, give me the 2 first-round draft picks. Give me Allen Robinson. Now you have a number 1 wide receiver, and you don't have to waste that 6th pick on a wide receiver. Now you can shore up your offensive line, and then you can go about that way. Or you can trade back and get more draft capital, and you can shore up the linebacking core and the offensive line. There you go. We're all good. I don't want to hear about Patrick Surtain Jr. and Santi Samuel Jr. and all these other, cornerbacks that are like that. I totally understand where we sit, but it was the scheme issue. You need to put pressure on the fucking quarterback. You're leaving these cornerbacks having to run wild all the time to try to stay 5-6 seconds, with a wide receiver. It's not going to work out there. You got to put some pressure on the quarterback. Get yourself a goddamn linebacker that can put pressure on the quarterback. God, I miss Jeremiah Trotter. God, I miss Jeremiah Trotter. I miss Kendrick. Michael Kendrick. I miss Michael Kendrick. As average as he was, I would take him in a heartbeat. Mosi Foku, please.
There's a name. There is a name I haven't heard.
Jesus Christ.
I still want to figure out. I still want to shake these mothers and fathers' hands that name their kid these outrageous names.
Freaking ridiculous.
But I don't actually think the Chicago trade is going to go through. If it does, they're stupid because other teams are going, wait a minute, Carson Wentz wants to leave Philadelphia? He loved it there. Boasting the love for the team.
He doesn't. He didn't say that. He's never come out and said that. This is speculation. This is where the media is
now they're
stirring the pot. Well,
anywho, now this is all of it is it's other teams are now looking at them. So it might not be Chicago. This could stir the pot, and then it could turn into one of those 3-way trades. And this has to happen for this, and then who knows what can happen. But now this is starting that train, and other teams are going to go, oh shit, this is going to happen fast. We got to hop on it.
Yeah, it could turn into a 3-player trade and everything like that. But let's all be realistic. Like, if people sitting out there watch this right now say Jalen Hurts is the answer as the quarterback going into next year, and he's going to take us to the playoffs, you're fooling yourself. You ain't been paying attention. There's way too many issues right now. Not just we have a young wide receiver core, we have a leaky offensive line. And that is the biggest issue. That's why Carson Wentz is not being successful. You cannot have a successful quarterback with a leaky offensive line. You cannot do it. You can be all-time great, and you will be on your back constantly. You are not going to succeed in the NFL. So everyone's being hard on Carson Wentz and everything, calling him a baby and everything like that. But you can call the dude a baby. He got sacked 50 times amongst much more pressures on top of that. He was hit every play. In 12 games, he led the league in hits against on him and everything. You're not going to be able to do your job. You're not going to be able to do your job.
Like I said last night,
on their back.
Like I said, I know a couple. I know there is a profession for that though, but it's called OnlyFans. But like I said last night in the stream, let me beat you in the head 52 times and let me see you do your job properly and have none of your coworkers help you. Just let them just let you fail. This is why, you know what? I hope Wentz does leave. He goes to an awesome team, and then he comes back to Philly and he shoves the ball right down our damn throats because that team deserves it. I want to see that happen because this team deserves it now. It's actually offensive watching how the team just turn their head on this guy who brought the team around, who brought the pride, who brought all that with you. Then all of a sudden now he's the bad guy. I heard my dad was telling me on the way earlier this morning that WIP is going to consider him like a villain, like T.O.
He's not. No, you can't compare him to T.O.
No, but that's what they're going to say. Once he leaves Philadelphia, he'll forever be like how T.O. is to Philadelphia. I'm going. T.O.'s first game, he caught first play of his Eagles career. He caught a 98-yard pass or something 98-yard touchdown. So that's what I remember. Yeah, but he was a loudmouth, but he put his efforts in and he worked. So I don't think I don't call that a stigma going after T.O. like that, But if you're gonna mark Wentz like a villain, a bad guy, they're gonna boo Wentz when he comes to Philly. You know what? Then Pete Rose has got to then good thing that we got to stop loving Pete Rose, wanting Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Things of that nature.
I think that's stupid.
Right, but I'm saying, we're gonna boo Carson Wentz when Pete Rose is accused of diddling little children, diddling a little girl. You didn't hear about this? This is why he didn't make it to the Phillies Wall of Fame. Literally,
the Hall of Fame. I'm talking about the Hall of Fame. The reason why he's not in the Hall of Fame is because he was gambling on baseball.
Right, but then when
he was managing,
right, but when he was supposed to get to the Phillies Wall of Fame, the day before, because they had a bobblehead ready and all that shit. There was a leaked thing out that he was caught diddling with a 16-year-old girl back in the day.
We have a president that's like.
Stop. But
excuse me.
Stop. So, but that's the whole point is you're gonna go after Wentz like that. You know what? I can't wait till he comes back and destroys Philadelphia. And I'll sit there with whatever team he's on in his New Jersey.
I'll root for him. My daughter's running around in an Ertz jersey right now. I didn't want to break the news to her.
I know. Sorry there, little girl. It's
your favorite player is no longer on the team. Sorry. Anyways, all right, moving on. Awesome. Here's something that's been circulating for some time now and everything. I don't want to know what your opinion is. Maybe someone out there can also throw their opinion in there. But why is this thing so slow?
Do you want me to take over?
Yeah, you might want to have to click it. There we go. Okay. Is Frank Gore Hall of Fame material? How do you feel about this?
He put a lot of time in. I mean, granted, it took him years upon years upon years to get the same stats that some of these other players have been. You know what? The man put his effort in, and he's still playing. He played for what? How many seasons did he play?
He's still playing.
Right. How many seasons is he on now?
Oh God. I don't have that stat up, but what I have is Frank Gore is third all time with 16,000 yards rushing. He is 726 yards shy of going over Walter Payton. And then after that, he's only maybe 1,500 yards away from Emmitt Smith's all-time record. And the way this guy's playing, he's just going to keep on going. He'll chug out 500 yards a season. He could overtake that. So, but you talk about the longevity, how long he's been doing it. He's been putting his time in and everything. And I did come across something that was really like, we all know Terrell Davis. We all love Terrell Davis. We love his commentary, everything on NFL Network. We all love what he does. And he wasn't allowed in the NFL right away, or the Hall of Fame right away, because of longevity. He didn't have the longevity. But then you have also, who was it? The Chicago Bears running back. Gale Sayers also had a very short career, and he's in the Hall of Fame. So now Terrell Davis is in the Hall of Fame. Terrell Davis is 55th on the all-time leading rushers list. 55th.
Really?
Yes. So it's just the guy, if you talk about longevity, just the guy putting it together for 15, 16 seasons, maybe. I think that's where he might be sitting at. I think he was drafted back in 04, 05 or something. He was on one of the Miami Hurricanes dynasty teams, friggin' ridiculous teams. But yeah, I totally think that he deserves absolutely to be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah. I mean, any player that puts that much time in, who can survive that long, good for you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Oh, good for you.
And go for it, man. Good. Congratulations. You know.
All right. So with that being said, we are going to.
I got it. Don't worry.
You got it.
I got it. Let me know when are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's pop it on. Bucks Chiefs.
So I don't know how it sounds to you people out there, but it's rocking. Without me actually hearing it, like without just all the horns, because that's all I mainly hear through the TV. Because I'm usually
ready now. I'm ready for this game to start.
I'm hearing the guitars and the drums bumping in the background. It's like it's got like Iron Maiden slowed down.
Well, it's on CBS, so you got to play the CBS.
Oh, it's on CBS. Oh, you should have.
Yeah, it's on CBS, so you got to play CBS.
Oh, excuse me then.
Oh, that's much better.
All right, now I want to go punch a baby or something. Oh yeah, that guitar line. Yeah. Now I'm ready to punch some heads, and I wanna kiss some hands and shake some babies now.
Let me get this stuff off my freaking thing. I think that's why my browser's slowed
You
down.
take your time. So people out there watching, what are your choices? Who do you want to see win tonight? Are you going to be that? Are you going to be an anti-Tom Brady person because nobody likes Tom Brady from his Patriot days, or are you actually going to respect Tom Brady for the fact that he's done it again with a different team, with a completely different team? I don't care about the refs. I know people are saying, "Oh, it's the refs, it's the refs, it's the refs." Guess what? He's doing it again with another team. Just saying. Or if you're going to go for KC. Or are you rooting for the young buck? Or are you rooting for Andy Reid? What is your mentality about that? Because I'm kind of curious. And there we go. Like I said, fuck Tom Brady and fuck the refs. Go Chiefs. But that's Tom Brady's proven himself. I hate to say it, but he has proven himself. You know.
Absolutely. Okay, so I don't know why my browser's slowing down like this, but this is annoying. There you go. This is what you get with Google Chrome.
Yeah, way to go, Google.
Yeah, good job, Google. So anyway, injuries. We have Sammy Watkins is questionable. We have Eric Fisher. He is out. It's a huge blow on the Chiefs offensive line. You have Antonio Brown that's questionable. You have Cameron Brate that's questionable. All the questionable guys, they're playing today. There's no way they're not playing today. It's the Super Bowl. If they sit, they're going to sit there and go, I really wish I played in that Super Bowl, because this might be the only chance they get
Right.
for a lot of them. Except for the Chiefs players, because they were there last year. But this might be the last chance for a lot of these guys to get to the Super Bowl. Now I'm looking at the stats, and these guys, these two teams are very, very evenly matched. Like, they are not so far off at all. As far as points per game, you have the Chiefs at 29.6. You have Buccaneers at 30.8. You have points allowed. Chiefs with 20.5. Bucks 23.0. Passing yards are relatively pretty much the same. They're both around 300. Rushing yards, they're both around 100. against the defenses are pretty evenly matched, as far as passing yards are concerned. They're both around the 240, 280, range. Rushing, I think this is where it's going to come down to. This is where I honestly think it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to a hard-nosed running game. It's going to be that's what the Bucs have to run the ball because the Chiefs give up 120 yards a game average. They have to run the ball. You got to see a lot of Fournette. You're going to see a lot of Jones. These guys got to go and do it, and they got to grind it out. They have to do this. Don't put it all on Tom Brady, even though there's weapons galore. What are you thinking, Barfy?
Oh man, I got a couple reasons here. So, I mean, you're right, but I'm going to hold it up to the GOAT. I'm going to call him the GOAT for this purpose only, just because of that's how everyone recognizes him as the GOAT. I still would say there's other GOATs out there like Joe Montana. Great football career, great acting career.
Best tackler of all time.
Best tackler of all time. Why not? Let's put him out there. But he's not. Name another quarterback who's like him now. Just smooth as butter, constant. But he's constant. Even Rodgers isn't as smooth as butter as Brady is.
You're right as far as him moving around the pocket, even though he's like a robot back there. But he knows how to bounce from side to side, step up.
And he doesn't look like he's panicked. He just sits back there and he's like,
"You're right.
Hold on, let me go over here. No. Oh, there you are. How you doing? Bloop. Not even effort with the throw. The only time I ever seen him with effort throwing the ball is when it's the last pass of the game, and he's got to get his old ass back to hoof it, to the end zone. It's the only time
he can still throw it 70
and
yards.
And it gets there. And it gets there. And let's see. Proud owner of 6 Super Bowl rings, 4 MVP trophies. I say without question, he is probably one of the greatest postseason quarterbacks. I'll put it that way. Completed 66% of his pass attempts for 4,633 yards with 42 touchdowns, a passer rating of 102.2. I'm sorry.
I'm
not a Brady fan, folks. I don't like Brady, but there's the writing is on the wall. And sorry, I got a little excited there.
It's okay.
It's
okay.
The music.
It's
the music.
It is the music.
Dude,
it is. It's getting me pumped. I'm excited.
But so again, you're right though. The defense. It's just going to be a defensive game. We got 2 amazing quarterbacks. You got Young Buck, who's agile, who can throw across his body, and he works. He actually plays better out of the pocket than in the pocket. And he's got
with the defenses, it's weird. Like I look at these rosters, and the Bucs on paper have the better defense. That's no doubt on paper. You have the
number one ranked run defense.
You have Jason Pierre-Paul with his fingers. But you have a solid linebacking core. Amazing linebacking core. Devin White, Levante David. They play a 3-4, but you see a lot of times they got to go with the nickel, so they got to play 4 down. So you have Barrett that plays on the one side as a rush guy. He brings the Dominican Sue inside. But this defense, Antoine Winfield Jr., just go down the list. I'm not really familiar with Colton Davis, but he's got some good stats to back his style up and everything. I think he had an interception this past postseason, the last couple of games. But this defense is just really stacked to something else. And then you go to the the Kansas City Chiefs.
Los Angeles, LA.
You go to the Kansas City Chiefs. They have old names. They have Tyrann Mathieu. You had, the Honey Badger. I love him. I was a big fan of him at LSU. I'm glad that he turned his life around. He had a lot of issues going on off the field. He's done a hell of a job. He's going to be a 2-time Super Bowl champ now because he's going to they're going to win. The Chiefs are going to win. So you have a guy like Frank Clark. You have Chris Jones. You have Anthony Hitchens. You go down the list. their best corner, Breland, he's a cast-off cornerback. They don't have – this is why I'm telling – that's why I say with the Eagles, you don't have to have stud cornerbacks. You just have to have a good scheme to support it. So, it's just you look at this. On paper, Bucs should win. But how teams are playing is totally different because the scheme works. This defense plays well. Yeah.
Well, so Tampa Bay's ranked 9th in the NFL season in defensive efficiency, while Kansas City is mediocre on. He's right in the middle, 20th. Tampa Bay also is boasting a number 1 ranked run defense in the NFL, 80.6 yards per game, 3.6 yards per carry, with the fewest rushing touchdowns allowed. Kansas City finished 21st in that same category. Kansas City's pass rush produced 32 sacks in comparison to Buccaneers' pass rush that generated 48, fourth most during regular season sacks, including JPP with 11.5 sacks. Shaquille Barrett at 11, Devin White at 9. I'm sorry, defense is what wins games. So I'm going. Casey's a great team. Andy Reid's good to fix on the fly. We'll see if he actually does, though.
Andy Reid's got his own issues with family life right now. I feel bad for his son getting in that car accident. He's got with that car accident, you have 2 kids that are in intensive care in a hospital right now. So that's very sad to see. His son Britt Reid, I believe, was in the car accident, and he is the outside linebacker coach. So he will not be at the Super Bowl. So it's a bit of a blow on the defensive side of the ball.
That's a hard blow, actually. Yeah, your coach is out. Damn.
Yep. So
not besides your kid, and which is when Reed's child passed away when he was in Philly, his other child, that's some bad sperm, man. That's some bad sperm right there. Clearly, that was a blowjob gone wrong. But
so who you got, Barfy, with this Super Bowl?
I'm sorry, I never put your banner up. That was your prediction.
I know, I was going with yours prediction first.
I'm sorry. Usually you go first and I go second. This is how we do this. You have it in a list.
It's the Super Bowl.
Pre-production. It's special. So I'm going with Bucs 35, KC 30. Even that, I couldn't. I was trying to do the math and do numbers in my head and all that stuff while time traveling last night, and it's going to be within that small of a range. It's going to be field goal game. It's going to be a field goal game. Now it could be field goal to win it or field goal to tie it, but it's going to be that close. This is going to be, I'm predicting to be probably one of the best Super Bowls you're going to see. I'm going that route.
I agree.
It's going. I mean, aside from Philly going to the Super Bowl, and it's not because it was Philly, I'm saying this, but because it was an actual good game. Philly versus Patriots was an amazing football game.
It was
in a whole. I haven't seen a good Super Bowl since Giants beat the Patriots with the helmet catch. And then from there it was like, then we're going back into the 90s when Dallas just whooped the shit out of the Bills because that was kind of cool to watch. But I haven't seen many Super Bowl games like that nail biting and that exciting, and that's going to be today. But at the end of the day, Bucs are coming out swinging, and they're going to win it.
I'm going the opposite way with this. My thing's still lagging.
All right, got you. See if we went in order. Where we go. We were all over the place today.
What's going on with this?
Yeah,
all right,
I don't know.
All right, so I'm going the Chiefs 37, Bucs 35. I think the Bucs have the ball last, and they drive down the field to win the game, and then they're going to run into that small little tricky field goal issue they've had over the years, and it's going to go wide right, and Chiefs win another Super Bowl. That's just stupid. So, but So with that being said, you are going to take the Bucks at +3, right?
Yes, I am.
You're taking Bucks +3, and I, with the way I'm predicting this, I got to go Bucks by 3 as well, because the Chiefs are not going to go. Yes. Oh fuck, dude. Yes, by 3.
JPP says it best. Oh wait, who does JPP play for too?
Looks like the alien finger from freaking Total Recall. Queen.
This is my strong hand.
Oh God, no!
Take my strong hand.
Take the hand, child. So, all right. With that being said, with all the predictions and everything, that we're going to go into the Super Bowl MVP conversation prediction. Who do you feel, Barfy?
We're going to make this a 5-time Super Bowl MVP trophy champ, Mr. Tom. Everybody calls him the GOAT Brady. He's going to be. It's going to be Brady time. He's this 10th Super Bowl. There's too many stars aligning for this not to be, the year of Brady. And then maybe he retires. Who knows? Maybe he's finally reached that pinnacle and just retires and go out on top. Go the now NFL Hall of Famer Peyton Manning style, win the Super Bowl and go off into the dust.
As much as I would love to see him win on top and just walk away from the game, I don't see him retiring in the next year or two. I don't.
I mean, why not? His wife actually is the breadwinner.
That's weird as it sounds.
As weird as it sounds, he's not the breadwinner.
I don't get
stupid
that.
Money.
That's just stupid. It's just stupid. Oh my God. His paychecks are for the fucking electric bill.
Literally, that's their fun money. He's like,
fun coupons.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I got it. I just got paid today. Here you go, babe.
But I'm going to go. You got the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. I'm going to go with the guy that's probably going to make the biggest play of the game, and that's Marcel Hardman is probably going to score 2 touchdowns today, and he's going to make probably a monster punt return as well, or a kick return.
That's fair.
It's going to go to who makes the biggest play. It's not going to be the guy with the biggest stats. Touchdowns do count as stats, but I'm saying he might be like 3 or 4 receptions for 45 yards, but he's going to get 2 touchdowns, and he's going to take like a 60-yard punt.
You
might not go to the house. It might be short of the 5-yard line or something like that, but he's going to get his touchdowns. And it's not going to be big yards, but it's going to be the big plays that seal the deal and win it. And
well, that's
it's going to go to this young guy that's made it plays all season long.
Now, you're right, though, because you could be right. But I've noticed one thing. It's either the quarterback that gets MVP,
You're right.
or it's the guy that makes the play. That play.
Right. So if you don't see any big plays being made, then it goes quarterback. By default, it goes quarterback. It's rare you see other position that comes into play because the quarterback is responsible for the win.
Right. It really is. I mean, unless it's like, again, passing interception, and which completely turns the tides and you win the game, that's
like a Malcolm Butler play.
Right. Like literally, that pass is in the air. It's up. It's in the air. And it's intercepted. Oh, my God. And he could take it back. Oh, and he does it. That's the game, folks. There's your MVP. But other than that, it's going to be the commander-in-chief on the field. The commander-in-chief for all you people who hate Tom Brady.
I like Tom Brady. I think he is the GOAT. And this is going to prove it, taking a second team to a Super Bowl. There's only less than a handful. It's a Jason Pierre-Paul handful of people quarterbacks that have taken multiple teams to Super Bowls. Yeah, it's less than a Jason Pierre-Paul handful.
Now here's a question, because I just want to piss off people. there's for the first time ever, because this is the year of firsts and historical moments. We are going to have the first female ref.
Yay, firsts!
I can't wait till they're all over with. But
yes, can we get them all done this year? Let's get them all
you
done.
know what?
Let's get them all done this year.
I'm kind of glad because women love to nitpick on everything, and this is the perfect time to do it. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Sorry, your dance was horrible. You're gonna actually dance like that in front of your mother? Fuck is wrong with you?
That's just stupid.
This is my new favorite button. No, it's really great that they're incorporating women on the field, and guess what? They have a better eye for finding problems.
The details, absolutely, they are very detail oriented. They are much, and you know what? That's great.
Oriented,
five females on that field because they'll do better than the men that are doing right now. And then you know what? They'll know not to sit there and do a ticky tack pass interference play at the end of the game, which they did get with Green Bay. The pass interference play, it was stupid, and that's why Green Bay is not in the Super Bowl right now.
But now MVP Aaron Rodgers is engaged. For all those women out there who are in love with Aaron Rodgers, he's engaged. He said,
"Yeah, I just found this out."
He said it in his MVP speech.
What's her name? Shailene Woodley or whatever, the chick from the Divergent series.
Oh man, that's gonna be. He's a weird guy. So good job for picking the weird.
I didn't even know they were dating. That's the thing. That's how under the radar. But I just thought he just got done with Olivia Munn or whatever her name is. Moon.
Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn.
Yeah, she's in the new zombie movie.
No. He was with what's her name? That race car chick. Patrick. Danica Patrick. And supposedly she was a little nutty too.
Well, what do you expect? She's a race car driver and she's Italian.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for them Italians. Hey, people out there, watch out for the Italian broads.
Watch out for them Italian broads. They'll fucking cut you as they're making. They'll be like, "Hi, honey, how was your day? I hope everything was nice."
Then they'll go do a TikTok video and make soup.
Right. Honey, I hope you had a good day today. I made you soup. Enjoy it.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, you had that one in your back pocket, just waiting for the right moment.
Who's my strong little quarterback?
Yes, it's okay.
I have T-Rex hands for this whole little gag.
Oh, with that being said, this is a Super Bowl special, Last Second Sports. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope we earned you to hit that subscribe button below. Just a little clicky for us. Let's get the subscription level up a little higher. Hit that like button. Hit the share button on Facebook if you're watching from Facebook. Let everyone see this. We got a couple hours before the Super Bowl, so everyone can give this a watch and have a good time with it. So let's go about that way. We do have Twitter, which is barely used because we don't have many people on our Twitter feed to actually share or do much.
Granted, we are part of that generation where it's either you know what Twitter is or you don't.
Yeah,
I have no fucking clue what Twitter is. I don't twat a lot.
But we do have our merchandise at Barfy, the BastardBrigade.threadlist.com. Our Twitter is at Barfy and the BB, Facebook at Barfy and the Ball D, YouTube at Barfy and the Bastard Brigade. Podcasts every Tuesday at 9:00 usually drop on anchor.fm/BATBB. And also you can catch that on Spotify, Barfy the Bastard Brigade on Spotify. Give it a watch. Share the information on that. Let's get this rolling. Barfy.
And we also have a couple new things coming out. We are going to be doing things that dads shouldn't be doing. It's going to be a YouTube segment that I'm going to be building with the help with Monahan. He's already told me that I'm going to kill myself, but it's fine. We talked about this last night.
We did
with my official Barfy the Bastard Brigade skateboard that I'm that's
oh
Yeah, I'm gonna kill myself on this, but we're gonna do things. We have a couple other things down the pipeline. We have the Newlywed Game, which we'll be trying to get in sometime this month, and then in March we have our Cinco de Mayo. Not Cinco de Mayo. I always do that. In March we have St. Patty's Day and our three my personal favorite. It's just gonna be me probably doing my 311 jam thing. My appreciation for the band. April we're gonna have shot collar roulette where Mr. Monahan gets to ask the worthless questions that no one's going to be able to understand.
So
and
fun.
new shot collars will be ordered. New shot collars will be ordered because if that happens again, I'll literally just break everything.
Like
I
slight technical difficulty last time we did it, but it was still a great time. We still had a lot of fun with it.
So we have a couple of things down the pipeline. Again, new podcasts are coming out every week. I am scheduling a few interviews with some other people so we can get some diversity. Now, also with new equipment comes a phone line. If you want to ever come chat in with us while we're doing these things, we have a phone line. Send me a message, and we'll go through Facebook, probably through our Facebook calling, so we can chat with people.
Call in with your questions. You don't just have to comment now. You can actually call in and have a conversation.
Please send your letters to dear old Captain Noah. And we got many things on the way, but I appreciate what you guys do and come hang out, and people who sit here and chat with us all day long. Please share it with your friends. I understand that just share it with everyone. Just share it. Every time something posts up, just share it. What the hell do you care? It's not like Zuckerberg's gonna mute you for it because you just said you shared another post. So share us.
You underestimate my power.
Exactly. That's exactly what he says. And so we got plenty of things coming down the road. The email is open, barfingthebastforget@gmail.com. You can message us through Facebook. You can leave our comments. Let us know what you want to see, what you like, what you don't like. I mean, I get it a lot from other people telling me things that I say or do that they don't like. They get upset. But we do care about what you guys want to see, and we're here to have fun for you guys. So with that being said, this Tuesday we have a new episode coming out with the podcast with the Bald Bastard and I, where we dive into we talk about many things. I'm trying to remember what it is. I feel we talked about a funeral. I believe was that this past episode.
No,
either way.
Episode, no.
Either way. Check it out. I remember editing it down and I was laughing, and I listened to it like 1,700 times before I even put it out there. And it was, I pissed myself laughing. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. And we got last second sports stuff we got to work on too, buddy.
Yeah. We're going to keep coming in with all this last second sports, having a good time with it. I did plan on trying to do things a couple times during the week. It doesn't seem like it's working out that way because I get done work at 3 a.m. or I get home at like 3 a.m. I was trying to punch out a couple different things, but I'm tired. Sorry. I go to sleep and then I wake up and I go back to work.
We could always go live at 4 a.m. You're getting home from work. I'm getting up for work, and we
could do that. Maybe we'll surprise everybody and try that.
You call it Punch Drunk Sports because we're both sitting there just.
Yeah.
What's going on, everyone? Flyers did something.
They blew another 2-goal lead because that's what they do.
We're gonna sound like the announcer from Major League just when he's completely drunk the entire time. And Vaughn is up, and I forget what I was gonna say.
Oh, he almost got that one. All right, so gang, hey, thanks for tuning in. We are going to get back to smoking our meats and making our food for the Super Bowl. I hope you guys enjoy the Super Bowl. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time.